Microphone check 1, 2. What is this?
This is the debut of UFC on Fox Sports Channel 1, and supposedly everyone gets it, but I don't think everyone does.
No, Shody. Anyway, we're going to start out with a lightweight bout. And J-Lo is going to be fighting Michael Johnson.
I'll throw that booty on him.
Yeah, Joe Lauzon. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Guys, the one thing this is going to be an exciting card. I'm going to tell you, it starts out exciting because
it's free.
It's free.
99.
Everybody who's on this card fights.
Yeah,
like they want to fight. They want to fight and they want to fuck each other up. And that's great because that's always entertaining for
And this was done on purpose.
Yes, it was definitely done on purpose. They're even fighting in a tough city, Boston. Yeah, Boston's tough. Go hang out in Brockton, Shorty.
Is that why Dana White ran from there?
Anyway, moving back on to the...
Are we avoiding that? I mean, that's what happened. No. He left Boston because he owed some cats some money and he went that way to Vegas.
There's some tough people in Boston. You know,
obviously.
You got some tough Irish boys. You got some tough brothers. You got tough everybody. It's a tough town. Mm-hmm.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
Two Guns. You need to go see it.
George loved the movie.
Good
anyway, getting back to MMA so you guys won't be crying about us being dumbasses. Joe Lauzon fights his ass off. That guy has got submission of the night honors 6 times. He's got fight of the night honors 5 times. Knockout of the night honor 1 time. And he is tied with Anderson Silva for the most all-time leader in post-fight bonus awards. 12 of them bitches.
That's probably why we don't hear this guy complain at all about salary.
No, because he gets bonuses all the time. So he's getting fucking paid.
And fight of the year.
And he gets bonuses, and he'll probably always have a job in the UFC. And because of that, I think Michael Johnson is going to have a big uphill battle trying to put him away. I don't know what you think.
I think he's going to lose.
Huh?
I think he's going to Lauzon or Lauzon or how the fuck you say his name. Joe's going to win.
Joe's going to win. But I will say this about this guy. I'm kind of scrolling through things because I'm kind of fucking up here.
There you go.
Michael Julian Johnson is, basically everybody saw him when he debuted in the UFC when he was on, GSP versus, Team Koscheck.
And he trains with the Black Zillions, so he trains with the Black Zillions. He's probably not going to win.
Yeah, the Black Zillions as of late have not had they've just had a tough go of it lately. They have just not been doing too well. But, I don't care if he trained anywhere else. I just think that,
Joe's got too many tools not to win this fight.
He just does. I mean, he just does. And we're going to get out of it and move on to
an interesting fight. And what I mean by interesting is the last time we saw Uriah Hall, he was losing the finals of The Ultimate Fighter to somebody we didn't think he'd lose to.
Right.
He was still getting he had commercials during his season, which was interesting to see. And I hope he shows up interested. If he shows up interested and like he wants to put this fight away, he has all of the tools in his toolbox. And he would, in my opinion, probably be the equivalent of a 5-tool player in baseball.
Yeah.
I
think 5-tool player?
Yeah.
Explain that to me, because I'm not.
Run, throw, hit for power. There's 5 tools.
Oh, okay.
Field. Anyway, I think Uriah Hall should win this fight. I'm not taking too much away from Howard, but I still, Uriah Hall is a dynamic striker, and it has a shit ton of power.
And I'm gonna tell you what, John Howard's a dynamic striker too.
Still going with Hall.
He's of his 8 last victories, 7 of them, he's knocked somebody out. So he can fight. It could be very interesting.
Put it this way: this fight probably not making it out of the second round.
I think Uriah Hall he's really exciting, and you know what? Like George said, it probably won't make it out of the second round. I think he's got to put it on him, man. He can't do the shit like he did at the finale of The Ultimate Fighter.
If he comes out and fiddle fucks around and wants to play games, Howard's going to put him to sleep.
Fiddle fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, next fight. Moving on is a welterweight battle, and it is between Matt Browne and Mike Pyle. And I'm going to tell you what right now. Matt Browne is on a fucking tear. He is. Yeah, a tear like this. He's fucking on a tear. He's won five straight. He's always had a lot of potential. When he was in The Ultimate Fighter, everybody talked about how much potential he had, but he had this kind of roller coaster ride.
4 of those were by knockout or TKO. Are you guys seeing a theme? Have you seen the UFC theme for this card?
Just everybody knocks people out.
Anyone catching on?
You get
the debut of UFC on Fox Sports 1. We're seeing guys who want to fight.
They want to fight, and they want to make sure it's a good card. So you don't want to miss this fucking card.
No.
But Matt Browne has just been just fighting well lately. I mean, he's getting better and better. But the guy he's going to be fighting, Mike Pyle, has also been on a roll. He's rattled off 4 victories. Actually, the last time he had a loss, it was to Roy McDonald, your favorite person.
Love
Just letting
Canada.
everybody know that. Canada. Now,
I love Ben Stein. He's from Canada.
Ben Stein's cool people.
Remember that show, Ben Stein's Money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's
a lot of good actors in Canada too, and the cities are great. I'm gonna just talk Canada up, man, just to fucking aggravate you.
Not gonna bother me. Some of my favorite porn stars are from Canada, so yes, they act well.
And the most beautiful women are from Canada. Did you know that? There's been more Playboy centerfolds from Canada than any other place in the world.
Who the fuck still looks at Playboy when there's free porn?
I'm just saying. Do
you look at Playboy?
Well, you know,
who the fuck looks at Playboy?
I don't even think.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Can you imagine? Like when our kids, well, not your kids, because shit, you have enough. Yeah. They've actually seen Playboy. When my kids, they'll never even see Playboy. They're gonna get a hold of Daddy Spank Pat. Man, look where he's been.
And that is Daddy Spank Pat.
Trust me. Private browsing, clear your history. Save your ass from many, many arguments with your lady, your parents, whoever else touches your iPad.
Your wife. Anyway.
Right.
It's all new. It's all new terminology now. Don't get it twisted.
I had to buy my very first birthday card for my wife, which was really strange.
Yeah.
So I bought her a fun one, and then the one said wife, because it's the first one.
Yeah. And you gotta always do that from now. You can't be sleeping on this shit.
But I got her a mahogany wife one.
Oh, really? Nice. You taking it up a little. Motherfuckers fucking spinning big doughs on cards. You big
no, I mean mahogany as if she was black, not like a mahogany wood card.
No, I thought it was a mahogany. It's the type of card. It's like
no. There's the mahogany section for.
Oh, I thought there was a mahogany. Like I thought.
That's what makes it funny.
Oh, did you?
Because she's not black.
No, she's not. Yeah, no. Now, getting out of the mahogany section and moving on to the bantamweight section, we have Uriah Faber versus Uriah Alcantara.
And I'm going to go ahead and pick Uriah Faber because there's no belt on the line.
There's no belt on the line. And you know what? The bottom line is this. When Uriah Faber fights, first of all, he's fought a lot of very formidable and good opponents. Yeah. And everybody, if you're just kind of the cream of the crop, you know, the average guy, you know, and that's taking nothing away from this guy, Uri. Okay? But if you were just an average MMA fighter, why are you laughing at me, man?
Because you know what I'm doing if I'm Uri?
What?
I'm walking to the belt with a spinning WWE belt. Because then they think it's for the belt, and Faber's gonna lose.
That's what's gonna happen. He's gotta do something. You gotta.
If Uri wants to win this fight, he's gotta come to the ring with a belt.
Get a fake belt. Go somewhere. Order that shit at Amazon right now. You know what I'm saying? And get a fake.
No. Go to Chael Sonnen's locker room before the fight. Go grab whatever belt he used at the press conference. Walk out with that. Faber will lose.
Faber will lose. He'll get nervous. He'll get anxious. It's for the belt. And he'll lose. And you'll win the fight. Because other than that, you're not going to win the fight. Okay? Faber's going to win the fight. And after he wins the fight, he's going to get another endorsement by some other fucking Coca-Cola company or something. I don't know. Who knows?
I'm waiting. You know what? If they make a real live action Smurf movie, he could just paint him blue.
They could do that.
That's the only acting role he'll ever get, because he's actually shorter than Tom Cruise.
You know what's funny? Uriah Faber is probably, he's pretty sure. He's shorter than Tom Cruise.
They'd have to put that Bama on 6-foot stilts to get him to 5 feet tall.
He's only like 5'6", and I think that's pushing it.
5'6" with 3-inch lifts. But
he can throw hands.
Oh yeah, he's nasty.
He is a nasty fight. Uriah, we will give it to you. You are nasty shit.
And he was crazy in the WEC. He's the reason you tuned in. He's lightning quick, and as long as he keeps his quickness, his biggest problem in the beginning was his hands, because he kept breaking them.
And then his next biggest problem was just people like Jose Aldo came along.
Right, and then he's got belt phobia.
Mm-hmm. Just more people got in that class. So, but I'm gonna go with Faber for the win. The next fight is interesting because it's going to put heavyweights Alistair Overeem versus Travis Browne. And, I tell you what, we saw what happened to Overeem the last time he was in the ring. Both of these guys' last loss came at the hands of Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people right off the bat will probably go with Overeem. I'm not going to go with Overeem. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go with Travis Browne because Travis Browne is, I think he is really just one of the up and coming heavyweights in the UFC. I think he's really good. Another thing people got to realize is that Overeem's going to be giving up 3 inches to him. He is a tall, lengthy guy, and he's got great hands. And if there's one thing Alistair Overeem does not have, is a strong jaw. Almost every one of his defeats
defects?
And defects. His defects is that he's got a weak jaw, and all his defeats become of his defective jaw. He gets knocked out easy. What do you think? I'm
going to hold to make my decision till I see what he looks like. Now, mind you, we're shooting this film on
They're fighting in Boston.
August 2nd. What the fuck's that mean?
That means
if he's got a TRT exception? What's that mean? Because he didn't for his last fight.
Right, and you saw what happened.
Right. So I'm saying if he does, I don't know. I think he's going to be clean.
And I think that's why, another reason I'm going with Travis Browne.
If Alistair Overeem is clean, he loses.
Mm-hmm.
If Alistair Overeem just gets a drop of juice, just a drop. You could give him placebo, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he is mentally, and a lot of these guys get when they get on shit, is they feel they have to have it. And when you feel you have to have it and you get off of it, then you over-exaggerate and you start freaking out.
Right.
I'm giving this motherfucker sugar pills, something, anything. I'm waiting to make my decision probably till fight night. You holler at me on Twitter, the Uncut Sports Show on Twitter. I will give you my call on that one. Cause I have to see him physically. Cause he looks soft and just doo-doo. And right there, you knew shit wasn't gonna go.
Man, won't you shut the fuck up and make a pick, man?
I'm not picking. I just said
man.
no.
Get some balls. Come on.
They're out there.
Where?
In her purse.
Yeah.
Where all men's balls are.
That's true.
And that's a damn truth. Any man who sits there and goes, oh man, you don't run a fucking thing. You don't. Man. Not one man runs his relationship.
If you're still with your girl.
Exactly.
Then your girl left you after she just banged somebody down
and
the
if
corner.
you do run this relationship like you say you do, that means she's creeping.
Like a motherfucker.
But anyway, if I have to pick gun to head, I'm going with Overeem because I think he's going to totally redeem himself.
I think so. I think you're going to be wrong.
You're right. I could be, but I'm just being
honest. Because you know what? What's going to happen is you're going to pick Overeem and he's going to come in and he's going to look like a Smurf. He's going to be clean as shit. Drugless Douglas.
Then he's going to be losing. And he'll be his contract will be null and void and he'll be over there with TNA. And they'll have a 6-man tag team with him.
That's what he should do.
King Mo and fucking Rampage. Speaking of Rampage, did you see that bullshit?
Yeah, him and Tito.
On Bellator pay-per-view,
I think it's smart.
Better be $6.99.
It's smart, and
it better be fucking cheap.
In another video, of course.
Cheap.
Now, like the last fight,
like a Goldberg. See if y'all hold that one together.
cheap. The last fight,
Goldberg.
Yes, let me tell you something about George, right? If George makes a really good joke, sometimes I like to fuck with him and just let it go. Like, sometimes it goes over my head.
Yes, sometimes you have to watch it on the replay.
Sometimes I have to watch it, I'll be like, oh shit, I was thinking about what was coming instead of what George was saying. So, but sometimes I hear his jokes, you know, even the stupid ones, and I just go like this, and he gets so fucking anxious, his like fucking feet almost kicking me under the table like, motherfucker, shorty, laugh at my joke. I was gonna pull a Riley Cooper at my joke. Riley Cooper at my joke. I'm Cooping, shorty. That's our new word. Cooping. Go on, Coop.
That's what I'm calling from now.
Oh, Coop. You motherfucker, Coop. Anyway, that's too close to Coon, so people might get upset. Anyway, heavyweight fight.
Light heavyweight fight.
I'm sorry, everybody. Light heavyweight fight. Mauricio Shogun Rua is going up against Georgia's favorite person in the whole wide fucking world.
Chael Sonnen.
Yes. Now,
re-signed his contract, re-upped, changed camps, and still going to come out and try to wrestle Shogun.
Now,
and I don't know what Shogun's going to do because I don't think he's ever fought anyone who's going to attempt to do to him what Chael's done.
Dan Henderson
came out and tried to wrestle him. He beat the shit out of him with his hand.
He did.
He clubbed him like a baby seal.
This is the thing that people have to realize. If Sonnen comes out and is ultra aggressive and can do this I think if it was a longer fight, I would 100% I'm picking Shogun. If it was a 5-round fight.
Why isn't it a 5-round fight? It's the main event.
Oh yeah, it would be a round.
It should be. Yeah, this should be a 5-round fight.
It should be a 5-round fight. I'm gonna go with Shogun Rua, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I don't think
that Chael Sonnen can finish a fight. Number one, and number two, he can't last 25 minutes.
And Rua's great on the ground. But this is the other thing about Shogun. Shogun has 21 victories. He's fought every bad motherfucker in MMA history. He's fought so many good, and he fights at light heavy all the time. Mm-hmm. Whereas Sonnen, he's a bigger man. You're not going to just power around light heavies like you do middleweights. So your wrestling is going to be really tested. Okay. But this is the fact that I want to ask George and I want to ask you guys. Out of Shogun's 21 victories, right? Okay. You think of him kind of as, because he's Brazilian, you think, okay, it's BJJ's great. Out of his 21 victories, right? How many knockouts or TKOs has he had? How many of those victories have come by that? Don't cheat, man. Why are you cheating?
Because I know the answer. Because look,
why are you cheating, Cooper?
Look,
Riley, why are you cheating?
Because I'm not going to answer it because we are actually asking the fans a question and want them to interact. Last time we did this, what the fuck, man? Y'all know what you're talking about?
I'm gonna tell him.
Go ahead. 18.
18. So almost everybody he beats, he knocks your ass out. I mean, I didn't even realize that about Shogun. I was like, holy shit. Like, he is fucking nasty. He's crazier than Robbie Lawler. So I'm going to tell you what, if Chael Sonnen starts to get tired, if he gets 4 and 5 rounds and you haven't done anything, you get up, you got to watch those feet, you got to watch those elbows, you got to watch those hands. And you know what? I think a lot of Chael Sonnen is a great fighter. I'm taking nothing away from him. He's a great fighter. He has improved much in the last 3 or 4 years. I know you're not probably agreeing with me, George, but he is a good fighter. But I think a lot of what made him really recognized is how he fought against Anderson Silva. He was just a great matchup for Anderson Silva. And prior to that, he had a lot of losses. And I mean, you look at, he's going up against, like you saw what happened with John Jones, you know, you saw the last fight with Anderson. He hasn't had a lot of luck lately fighting these top name fighters, and Shogun is in that category. Shogun's good. I'm going to go with Shogun.
Shogun in the 4th.
Yeah. Shogun in the 4th. On that note, me and Dougie Fresh are getting the fuck out of Dodge. It's his new name. Deuces.